Hi, everyone. This is Rashonda Thornton.
I'm Natalie Jensis. Hello.
I hope you guys are hanging in there. It's a Tuesday afternoon and got a little sun here in St. Louis. And so we're gonna really kind of highlight what we're all probably have been facing. That's that thing called idle snacking. Yesterday we highlighted. What did we talk about yesterday?
We talked about the healthier habitat.
Oh, yeah. So yesterday we just really kind of gave some understanding of keeping that healthy habitat around you. Think about your ambiance and how that makes you feel better. And when we're kind of slow, days are slow, we develop lazy habits and our space starts to get a little cluttered, and then we kind of get cluttered by it. So we want to clear up space, create a positive mentality by making sure that our habitat is also healthy. And Natalie gave some really good examples of other ways of making it healthy. So please take a moment to go back and watch it. But today, I'm sure most of you guys are at home. Okay, all of you guys are at home, okay? And I, as a dietitian, have always wanted to try to help promote health. And so one of the things that we are all facing is a lot of free time, a lot of boredom, and a lot of idle time. And when those three things make a perfect storm, it turns into idle snacking. And essentially, idle snacking is just unconsciously bringing in foods when you're not even hungry or when you're just distracted by something else, whether it's television or you just don't have anything else to do, so you just snack. And we know what's unfortunate that turns into redeveloping a new habit or a new pattern. And we know that that pattern typically is going to lead to a couple of pounds here and there starting to kind of go up. And we end up feeling frustrated that we're gaining weight and we can't exercise as much now. So really honing in on what idle snacking is, and so we can kind of have less of it. Again, as I said, idle snacking leads to that weight gain. And what it does, it turns into like mini meals. You know, where you're actually bringing in a lot more heavier calories in between your major meals. And so they're not even snacks anymore. I'm sure we all been there. But recognizing what snacks are, you want to have snacks, but they are meant to be in between your meals to kind of get you over to the next meal so you don't get overly hungry and then overeat. It's also an opportunity to bring in some of our nutrients that we need right now, especially considering right now we need to keep our immunity system up, make our body more resilient to what's around us. So this is a great opportunity to bring in your whole fruits, you need foods that are not processed, so that you are kind of stacking up your nutrients in a given day. And so recognizing, if you're idle snacking and if that's happening, we're going to really kind of give you some steps into maybe how to kind of minimize it or manage it. But I know Natalie probably has her thoughts on what the snacking is. I'm sure she's at home too, obviously, and snacking is starting to become a big thing.
I am definitely a snacker, Rashonda. I have to have my food or I get hangry. And hungry, and I do need my snacks to tide me over in between. So what I find out though is I work from home too, so especially we all are right now, but that really lends itself to snacking even more, because I'll get up, I need to write a headline, let me go think about it while I stuff this handful of chips in my face, or I just need to get up and move around. I've been at my computer for 90 minutes. So what I wanted to ask though, do you think that, I feel like that's, I snack just to kind of process things, and it's like I'm also looking for energy. I think that's more along the line of emotional eating though. Would you say that it's different than what you're talking about today? Because I think it's an important distinction to make.
Yeah, I think, when it comes to there's a difference between, eating because you're thinking things through, or eating because you're anxious or frustrated. That lies into the emotional realm. Okay. I think boredom is still underneath. It is an emotion, just an emotionless emotion. So emotionless means you're not really thinking about anything. You're just kind of stagnant, And so a lot of times when just think about when it's too silent, too quiet, you got to turn on the radio, or you feel like you got to keep talking because you don't want too much silence. So I think it's sometimes a buffer too, just to kind of break apart that silence, or you have too much time to think about start letting your mind wander about, we did make those cookies last night, and I'm sure they were really good the next day. Like your mind starts to wander, and it starts wandering towards those spaces that couldn't just find another way to occupy time. I think unfortunately that snacking is just a way to occupy time because we're giving up, we're having too much time to think about it. But no, but there is an emotional piece to it. I think when it comes to the idol, it's just a little bit kind of on the other end of the spectrum.
It's a little more surface, it sounds like, the idle snacking. It's not so deep. It's more surface level, white noise, so to speak, if you're talking about your analogy to the turning the music on kind of.
Yeah, it just kind of fills in the day a little bit. So obviously that is something that it's hard to manage, and especially because we don't know how long we're going to be in this situation. So let's start building ways that we can kind of manage it a little bit more, so we don't come out on the other end with 5, 10, 15 pounds ahead of us, or our health compromised. So I had a couple ideas, and Natalie does as well. The first thing is incorporate snacking, but plan ahead. Like, already have your morning snack together. Know what your afternoon snack is going to be like. And at nighttime, have a plan of what that late night snack is going to be, because you are going to snack. So if you're planning ahead, you have opportunity to plan out what you're going to snack on versus just, whatever I'm thinking I want to snack on, I'm just going to get it just because it's a last minute thing. No, it's not. More so than none, they're not really, they don't turn into healthy choices. But when you do snack, think about how much is it? The portion size is going to be the biggest piece. Like, grab your small bowl and put the snack that you want in there. So when you are idle snacking, when it's gone versus eating directly out of the bag, because you will continue to idle snack until that bag is empty. So recognize that if you plan ahead and portion size it out, that will allow you to still have your snack, but at least it's already kind of relegated to how much you're really going to need, and not to where you're also recognizing, okay, I'm pretty much done if the bowl is empty, And another thing is snack is going to happen. So even just switching what you're snacking, bringing in some of the healthier choices. So that if you are idle snacking, each calorie that you're putting in is nutrient dense, it's healthy for your body versus just something that's not going to be beneficial. Natalie, I know you had some great examples of that.
Yeah, and I want to just backtrack and back up the idea of portion size, which recently I've been looking at the packaging to say, what do they consider a serving? And it's a little bit eye-opening. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's not very much compared to what I was eating. So it kind of, if you store that in your memory, you'll be more conscious of it and less likely to eat too much the next time, if you start paying attention to that.
Yeah, great example.
So yeah, as far as what snacks to eat, there are plenty of good choices, and the most obvious one would be the fresh vegetables. So if you get celery and carrots and peppers and chop those up and wash them ahead of time, put them towards the front of your fridge so they're easy to grab. Even put them in snack size containers if you need to. Make it easy for you to go grab those, and instead of going to the cabinet where the less healthy snacks might be. Then the nuts and seeds we were talking about a little bit, and you reminded me that they're heavier in the fats and proteins, so you want to eat them earlier in the day. But if you need a snack, they make, look at your portion size of those too, very much so, because you don't want too much of the health of the fats, even though they are healthier fats. And seeds are a great option because, like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds with not too much salt, ideally. It's the hand-to-mouth thing multiple times, and it's a slow go if you're just doing one at a time. So it kind of,
I like that.
You feel like you're eating more, I guess. You just stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah.
And something like if you need something a little carbier, you could do a cleaner type of brown rice crackers that are a little, at least you're getting a little bit of fiber out of that. And again, looking at the portion sizes, I like plantain chips myself, or the sweet potato chips if you're looking at the non-whole foods. So you touch on this too about the mindset around it, and just, not beating yourself up. if you do have the less healthy snacks, just to not eat them every day and a lot of them.
Hmm. Yeah, that's the biggest piece too. Like, it's they're already try not to make restrictions of saying, "Hey, I'm not gonna eat my favorite chips this whole entire time." You're gonna be miserable. So how about instead just incorporate? Okay, on a couple of days out of the week, one of my snacks is gonna be one of my favorite go-to chips. Or I'm gonna have a cookie maybe once a week as my snack. That way, you're not taking things completely away, but you're allowing opportunity to bring in some other snacks and not feel like you just have to do it. Again, you have to ease into this thing. We have to, don't beat yourself up. You want to evolve and change as you're moving forward. We don't again know how long we're going to be in this situation, so implementing some of these new habits is going to be what's going to allow us to kind of get through this and still remain healthy and still kind of keep our waistline where we where we would like it to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we hope that like those tips, we're all dealing with this right now. So bring in some of those ideas and thought process, the way you think about it, and we just want you guys to be not just happy, we want you guys to be healthy throughout this entire time that we're here.
Yeah, and we also wanted to share about the idea of drinking more water, which I forgot to mention earlier. But if a lot of the times when you have a hunger pain, it's actually thirst bringing truth. So go get a glass of water and drink a glass of water and come back. And if you're still hungry or
See how you feel.
feeling hungry in 20 minutes, then maybe you need a snack. But
Yeah,
choose the water first or a healthier beverage. And
yeah.
hey, why not put it? We love to procrastinate, so why not put that into operation when you're thinking about a snack and maybe just put it off a little bit till your scheduled snack time, right?
Yeah, I think
So,
it's great. Just keeping you guys, basically, idle snack is unconscious thinking. So we start being conscious about it. We can decide how much you're going to have and when we're going to have it and what it's going to be. And
yep.
then you can progress on. Yeah. So thank you guys. Hope that helps. Continue to share these messaging. Everyone needs it. And we will be here tomorrow to come with another topic on 30 days, 30 ways to better health, wellness, and mindset. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.